LUTV News. I'm Vanessa Guerrero.
And I'm Amber Davis.
The coronavirus is spreading throughout Southeast Texas and many schools are temporarily closed. Dr. Kenneth Evans, president of Lamar University, sent out the announcement to the Lamar community about changes in school scheduling.
Classes will resume after spring break online, while the school remains open for those staying on campus. For more information about the announcement and get campus updates, go to lamar.edu/coronavirus. Lamar University communication students got the chance to ask a professional in their field of study how he balanced the busy life of a multi-skilled journalist.
LUTV Jade Morrow got the chance to interview the professional interviewer. Jade?
60-Minute correspondent John Dickerson visited Lamar University to share insight in the media industry and his experience as a journalist. LUTV News photographer Derek Thomas and I attended the event to learn more. Broadcast professionals and media students gathered to listen to advice from a seasoned interviewer.
So ask the most basic questions, don't get fancy. And then if you do have a little more time than just in the moment, then spend all your time doing as much research as possible, but not so much research that you lose that original kind of naivete that allows you to ask the basic questions that people are going to want to know.
Later that afternoon, students were invited to a lecture with Dickerson that was held at the Science Auditorium. Dickerson says the formula to being a good journalist are these elements.
It turns out not knowing anything about a story or not having lived it your whole life is actually quite helpful because you just ask curious questions that a human being would ask. Why did this happen? And who are these people you're talking about? And tell me about them. And you just get somebody to tell you a story.
I guess the most important thing, though, is finding that balance where you can leave enough time for your own sense of wonder and your own sense of discovery and your own just life. Because the problem is when you work too much, then the work is the only thing that just defines you.
Not only did John Dickerson share his knowledge, but he also inspired both faculty and aspiring journalists.
I think that students should just use this opportunity to learn from someone who's in their field. They're considered a master of their field.
Right now, I'm not really sure where I'm going with journalism, and so I'd hoped that by listening to someone who's had hands-on experience, I could gain a better understanding of the different aspects of journalism.
Dickerson believes that it is important for someone interested in the journalism industry to practice critical thinking like they would an instrument. I'm Jade Morrow, now back to the desk.
The Division of Global Diversity and Inclusion held a panel to discuss the day in the life of a woman. LUTV News reporter Diamond Petrie has more on this event.
In celebration of Women's History Month, the Division of Global Diversity held an interfaith panel discussing a day in the life of a woman.
Communities. In the program, we have highlighted very brief blurbs about who they are, what their experiences are like.
Some insights about the women that are on the panelists today, kind of get a feel of what the students think, what they think, what do they do, what are they about.
Arizona, is that correct?
The four panelists discussed their religious beliefs and how it makes them the women they are today, devoting their time to prayer and love.
Lifestyles, vocations, and individuals. I'm just one of them. Just one simple soul under the enormous umbrella of the church found.
Celebrating women, mainly their successes and what they have done so far in life. 4
women, 4 different religions, and 4 different walks of life. Diamond Petrie, LUTV News, Beaumont.
Cardinals for Life, a pro-life organization at Lamar University, is now offering a scholarship for pregnant and parenting students at Lamar University. By hosting various fundraisers like Bowling for Babies, the organization was able to raise money for the scholarship. Students have already started applying. The organization's goal is to raise awareness of pro-life issues and show that they are not just pro-baby or pro-birth, they are pro-everyone.
It's called the Pregnant and Parenting Scholarship, and it's available to anyone who is either, like I said, they must be pregnant or already a parent, and it's open to men or women.
So far we have enough for one $300 scholarship. We're hoping to make at least 2 more, or if we don't have a lot of applicants, we're going to combine them into like $600 scholarships.
To get more information, email prolifecardinals@gmail.com, and to apply for the scholarship, search for the Cardinals for Life on Facebook.
Two Lamar University organizations decided to teach students how to fight the high crime rates. LUTV News reporter Tahila Watson has more on how you can stay protected.
As the rate of crimes and kidnappings continue to rise, two Greek organizations here on campus have one common goal in mind.
It was important for us to host an event, this particular event, because we want to teach students how to, defend themselves in certain situations where they feel like they're threatened or they feel like they're not safe in the moment.
A lot of sex trafficking, a lot of young girls being kidnapped, and I feel like it's important for us to learn how to defend ourselves, even if it's the least by just knowing techniques or anything. It's very important for us to just defend ourselves.
It's easy to buy things to protect yourself like pepper spray, but learning the technique could be even more beneficial.
Just in general, a lot of people are ignorant on it. They just don't know. Some people have a view of what fighting and self-defense is, but when it actually happens, they don't know how to react. So it's so important to train and not just see something once and do it, but train it over and over and over again and learn these techniques, because simple little instances or a simple technique can save you a lot.
Though these techniques may be simple, they could be used to save a person's life.
I hope that students get out of this event what the event is called, self-defense. Learn how to defend yourselves in any type of situation.
It is a lot of things going on, and if you don't know how to protect yourself, it's easy for others to come on and just harm you. Not even harm you, but kidnappings, harm, rape, everything else. So
Tahila Watson, LUTV News, Beaumont.
Coming up after the break, the Texas Land Commissioner visits campus.
Plus, we will have weather, sports, and much more. You're watching LUTV News, where your campus, community, and culture comes together.
Just go do it. Go do it. If you're not in control, then who is? Live above the influence.
As soon as
Lamar University engineering students had a chance to learn from and network with two successful professionals within their area of discipline. LUTV News reporter Vanessa Guerrero got the chance to speak with students about their experience. Vanessa?
The College of Engineering brought two distinguished guests onto Lamar University's campus to speak about one of the biggest export industries of Texas, petrochemicals. I had a chance to visit the event to learn more. Texas Oil and Gas Association President Todd Staples and Texas Land Commissioner George P. Bush hosted a Q&A for engineering students here at Lamar.
Texas and the Gulf Coast for more than a century has been defined by oil and natural gas.
President Evans kicked off the event by listing the many different ways that Texas oil and gas help not only our economy, but our community as well. Engineering students that attended the event were able to learn more about the commissioner's profession and what Texas oil and gas has in store for the future.
Yeah, the event was really informative, really learning about the role of the Texas OGA as well as the Land Commissioner's Office. I've always heard about the Land Commissioner's Office. You see the signs on the gas station pumps, but you never really know what they do.
Students were also given the opportunity to ask questions and network with fellow classmates and attendees.
So it's great that we provide these opportunities for our students to network with each other, with professionals in the industry, and this opportunity was great because we had a elected official on campus. So we just want these educational, hopefully entertaining opportunities for our students so that they can build on this experience and go out and prosper and represent Lamar.
That was largely funded by royalties.
Students attended the Q&A and will take the information and advice passed on by Commissioner Bush into their future careers. I'm Vanessa Guerrero with LUTV News. Back to Amber.
Medical cannabis is a high topic that has been smothering conversations in the United States. LUTV News reporter Brianna DuPaz speaks with Dr. Margot Gage, sociology professor and cannabis researcher, about the controversial topic.
What advice would you give someone who wants to try it out but are like in fear of what others might think or how their employers will feel because of the fact that it is a drug?
Well, when you say try it out, what do you mean? Do you mean like trying out for health purposes or for recreational purposes? For health. If it's CBD, you can get CBD with no THC in it. So the chance that you're going to have issues like with the drug test are quite small, if non-existent. However, I wouldn't recommend it if you have, if there's strong drug policies at the place where you work at. But if you're somebody who has a lot of pain, for example, if you're with chemotherapy, a cancer patient, and you think that this might be right for you, I would say talk to your doctor. It's very important also just not to look at it from like the American perspective, which is what we tend to do. And it's really been, the cannabis movement is something that's happening around the world. It's a global movement that's going on. The Netherlands, cannabis, you can use it medically, recreationally, in several other countries in Europe and just across the world, Canada, it's legal. So you need to think of it in that respect. If you're thinking about it from American eyes, it's also legal across many states in America. But then once you get to Texas, we see it from our Texas lens.
To see the full interview, go to LUTV News and Media online channel on YouTube.
Art is subjective and can take many forms. The Lamar University Department of Art and Design recently turned up the heat for their art. LUTV News reporter Chandler Smith has more.
Lamar University is heating up. The Lamar Department of Art and Design melted iron in a forge in the name of art.
Well, today what we did was we worked with my sculpture and design 2 students and a number of visiting artists from across the state of Texas and Louisiana. And we melted iron and poured that molten iron into molds to make sculpture.
We had a pour. Kurt Deerhog, Professor Deerhog invited me down to do a lecture, so I did a lecture last night. And then today we did an iron pour with several visiting artists and several of his classes, his 3D design and sculpture class.
Teamwork and camaraderie are what Deerhog wants his students to take away from this experience.
It's about community, it's about collaboration. You've got to work together. And in terms of our students, they graduate, they're going to get a job, and they're going to work with people and collaborate with them. If they can gain those skills now, they're going to be successful later.
It was everyone's effort coming together, and it's really a team sport, getting the molds laid out, breaking all the iron, breaking the coke that is the fuel for the iron, having people pour the metal, have people run the furnace. It's just a lot of stuff.
Having fun is the most important thing.
I would say that it's a wonderful event. It's hot, it's heavy, it's smoky, and everybody has a great time.
Chandler Smith, LUTV News, Beaumont.
I want it to be the perfect weather for me to do some art for myself.
I want it to be perfect too. Jade, is the weather going to agree with us this week?
Well, this is Southeast Texas, so I'm sure we're going to have some rain. But other than that, I guess it is going to agree with us. We'll take a look after the break.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
Get along on down the road. We got a long, long way to go. Scared to live, scared to die. We ain't perfect, but we try. Get along while we can. Always give love the upper hand.
Hi, I'm Jeff Corwin. Founded in 1877, American Humane is dedicated to the idea that all animals are entitled to humane treatment. Today, endangered species are experiencing a better quality of life because of the ethical, science-based standards established by American Humane. Teach your kids the importance of wildlife conservation by visiting humane-certified zoos and aquariums. To learn more, visit AmericanHumane.org.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Welcome to LUTV Weather. I'm Jade Morrow. Even though we do have chances of rain this week, I really think we are going to have some nice weather for our spring break. We'll start off on Monday with mostly cloudy skies, and we do have some chances of thunderstorms for both Tuesday and Wednesday. Our temperatures are going to remain relatively the same throughout the week. You can expect our low temperatures into the 60s and the 70s, and then we'll reach a high temperature of 82 degrees by Thursday. Now we do have a 50% chance of showers on Friday. This is going to be our highest chance of rain for our week, but you can expect to see some rain for both Saturday and Sunday for our weekend, and then our temperatures are going to still remain the same for the latter part of the week as well. So like I said before, it's going to be pretty warm, high humidity, and we have good chances of rain, but they should move out of the area relatively quickly, and that will still give you a chance to go enjoy any outdoor activities that you may have planned.
Here comes the rain again, putting a damper on things, but I do love the temperatures that I'm seeing.
Yeah, me too.
Same here. Thanks, Jade.
After the break, the coronavirus is affecting the world of sports.
And coming up next, we have Derek Thomas with LUTV Sports to share more. Derek?
Coming up next on LUTV Sports, I hit the pitch to talk to a couple of students with rugby fever. And March Madness turns into March Sadness. How is the coronavirus affecting the sports world? Stay tuned.
Open road, here comes the Heffley family.
Whether it's a short trip or a long haul.
Estimated time, 47 hours.
They will beg.
You're hungry? I'm happy to provide.
They will plead.
Deep fried butter on a stick.
But whatever you do, don't wimp out.
Now you're talking?
Make them buckle up.
He can't hurt.
Remember, safety first. Cheese curls second.
Are you orange? What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon? You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you? You know you do. That's why we're here. We're free and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Picking a college, man. You and us go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos. Go to GetSchooled.com.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Hello, I'm Derek Thomas and welcome to LUTV Sports. Never be afraid to try something new because life gets boring when you stay within your limits. I had a talk with members of the Lamar Rugby Club who are sharing their love for the growing sport.
This is the idea. I'm gonna come in, right? I'm gonna make it seem.
The rugby club at Lamar has been inactive for 2 years, but a couple of transfer students believe it is time to revive it.
I didn't go to originally to Lamar. I went to a different school, and it was there that I had learned how to play rugby and stuff. And I just sort of like fell in love with it.
And I went to a school prior that had a rugby club, and I played for 2 years. And then I transferred to Lamar, and I kind of saw they didn't have a rugby club, so I just looked for people to make a club.
The club is currently increasing their numbers and extending an open invitation to everyone on campus.
I honestly just want to like bring it to Lamar and then be like, say we won't be able to come back one day and see the club still going strong and stuff.
But you will never find out how fun the sport is unless you try it for yourself.
I'd say it's pretty much a sport for anybody. So if you even have any experience with football or any sport, come try it out.
It's been like 4 weeks, but it's been awesome. I loved it. I'm learning everything new. So you can come in brand new and we'll teach you everything. It's awesome out here. You're going to have fun. Just come to one practice and you'll love it the first time.
Derek Thomas, LUTV Sports, Beaumont.
If you're interested in joining the Lamar Rugby Club, email cardinalrugby20@gmail.com. Practices are held Tuesday and Thursday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Lamar driving range. People around the globe are feeling the effects of the coronavirus, and the world of athletics is no exception. Sports reporter Sarah Scott asked local sports fans about their feelings when it comes to recent announcements made by many sports organizations.
The coronavirus has affected the world in a lot of ways, and now it's impacting the world of sports as well.
How is it not affecting the sports world? Like, they shut everything down.
Well, in one word, I'd say it's a halt. Right now everything is postponed.
Sports organizations on all levels have began implementing procedures to help prevent the spread of coronavirus, and some sports fans have mixed emotions.
I want to say it's an overreaction from like a fan standpoint because I want to see the games be played, obviously. But when you think about how many people are in an arena at a time and how many of these players are touching the same ball and like all the germs and stuff that happen.
The league has been playing recently, like with the league back then. They've been playing with other terrible stuff, like Magic Johnson. They've been playing with HIV and AIDS. So
I think it's important. You're taking care of the people that are in the arena, the players, the staff, the people that work in those areas.
While some organizations have made the decision to postpone games or play games without fans, some have decided to cancel games altogether.
When I look on Instagram and I'm seeing these games that are played in empty stadiums, or I see the ESPN update on my phone, they shut down the whole NBA.
I think it's we're moving in that direction. I really like the proactive approach that the NBA took, and I can't believe the NCAA hasn't followed suit already.
Regardless of the changes being made to the season, there is one thing for sure. Being overly cautious is never a bad thing.
I think the smart decision is to just take a step back, figure out what it is, and if it's lesser than what we think it is at the moment, if it's not as serious as what we think it is at the moment, that's a lot easier to contend with than it being a lot more serious than what we're ready for.
Sarah Scott, LUTV Sports, Beaumont.
That's it for LUTV Sports, where we keep you in the game for every game. Now back to Vanessa and Amber.
Thanks, Derek. Coming up next, we'll take a look at weather.
You're watching LUTV News. Stay with us.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Look into my eyes, you will see what you mean to me. Don't tell me it's not worth trying for. You know it's true. Everything I do, I
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
So Jade, is the weather looking up for us this week?
You know, I really do think it is, but we are going to see some good chances of rain, and with spring comes a territory of rain, you know.
Right.
And so we are going to see a good chance of rain this week. We have scattered chances of showers and thunderstorms Tuesday through the end of the week on Sunday. Our highest chance of coverage is on Friday with a 50% chance of coverage. But even though there are hit or miss showers, they should move out of our area relatively quickly, so you will still be able to enjoy any outdoor activity plans that you may have. We don't see much change in our temperatures throughout the week. Low temperatures will fluctuate between the low 60s to 70s, with high temperatures anywhere from the upper 70s to the low 80s. So rain chances, but during the day, especially during the day, I think the temperatures and the skies are going to be relatively clear.
I think I'm going to stay in just to be safe. Thanks, Jade.
When the mother of a Girl Scout got a phone call from a man wanting to help replace the $1,500 that was stolen from her,
she thought he'd give her $50 or $100, but that's not what he had in mind. Sam Ford has the story.
I had an angel come to me this morning at 8:45 and said, "I'm so sorry what happened to you."
We told you the story of Tracy Brown, Girl Scout mom on Capitol Hill selling cookies with her 7-year-old daughters, who was robbed Monday afternoon by a sneak thief who saw her put the money bag in her minivan and had it by the time she noticed.
So I tried to grab him by his dreadlocks, and they slipped out of my hand.
Struggling, she ended up on the pavement, she said, and was hit by the getaway car and minus $1,500 that she had in the money bag. An ABC7 viewer who saw our story called her this morning saying he wanted to help.
When I saw this pop up on my phone as a transfer, I didn't know what I just screamed.
And I said, man, that's terrible.
He would only tell us he was a retired military man, a Mr. Jones in Maryland. So you took care of the whole $1,500?
Yes, I was able to do it, and I'm happy I can. You know, I wish I could do more.
She met the Girl Scout rep at the bank. That person also wanted anonymity.
I immediately wanted to run to the bank and get that money out of my account and give it to the Girl Scouts. This is going to be such a wonderful lesson for my girls. I'm going to teach them that there are really good people in the world.
Brown says she's going to sell the cookies in front of her home this week. She also says she's keeping the money in a fanny pack this time.
I'm not sure if I'd be able to accept such a big lump of money from just a random person, even if I had lost the money.
Yeah, I'm sure that was really devastating at first. That's a lot of money.
It is.
It's great she's got the money back, but when I'm thinking Girl Scout cookies, Chandler Smith college try.
Thank you for watching. To see more content from LUTV News, follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.
Be sure to join us next week for LUTV News, where your campus, community, and culture news come together.